Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. I think I had a little blip there where you saw me at the beginning, but that's okay. These things happen during lives. Sitting down today because it's Friday and I'm tired. Hello, Trudy. Hello, Marcy. Hello, Laura. Excited that you're all here. Marcy from Idaho, thank you so much to say that you are excited today. And Trudy and Laura, thank you. Anyone else watching today live? I know this can be a tricky time for some people. It's my lunchtime, but for East Coast people, you've already moved on from that. But if you're watching on replay, be sure to leave a comment and say hello. I'm excited that you guys are all here, and I'm just gonna check one quick thing. Really excited to see you guys. So tell me, how has your week been? What is going on? What is going on with you guys? What's going on with your week? I'd love to know. I'd love to know. Just here, I am playing solo parent, so that's, a little bit difficult, but it is what it is. And I think that I just kind of needed a little time with you guys with my crafty supplies today. And so I decided to go live, and I won't be going live next Friday because I have a live class on Thursday night. So I'll be recovering from that. Hi, Kathy from New Jersey. Hello, Jenny G. Maisie's Craft Room. You're here. Jen is here. I'm happy you're here too. Mari Hansen. Hello. Hello, Deborah Caps. Yeah, oh, you're excited to see summer camp because you're all signed up, says Maisie's Craft Room. That's awesome. Yeah, so my main reason for coming live today is to let you guys know that today is the last day for early bird pricing for Concord and 9 summer camp. So if you were on the fence, today is the day to save a little bit of money on that. And we all need to save those dollars. So I think it's important to take advantage of that early bird pricing. Plus it also helps Concord and 9 kind of figure out earlier how many are going to be joining us. So that's always nice for companies when they get to plan ahead. Marcy says a crazy weather week here. So it should be a good crafty weekend. I know, we had weird temperatures. We've had the warmest February in the Midwest here in Chicago, and now it's, it dropped down to the 20s again. It is nutso. So I agree with you, Marcy. It's time to craft. Oh, Kathy said she's signed up too and she can't wait. Yes, so excited. So when my friends at Concord and 9th, I was so shocked when I got the text from Greg, saying, can we have a call? And when he asked me to join as a camp counselor this year, I was thrilled, overjoyed. I still am. I'm so excited. And so they sent me the box from last summer. Now, the only reason that I didn't join in last summer was because I was in the UK on our family, summer holiday. And so when there's an event and I can't take it live, I generally don't join just because I know it's hard for me to pick up that box again. But they sent me the box so I could see, kind of what's in the summer camp box. And I wanted to show you guys because it is so awesome. It is filled with exclusives. Hello, Jennifer. You're in snowy Calgary. Yes, Jennifer, she's on. Jenny G is in. Yeah, Jenny G signed up. This is Jennifer's first. Hey, Marisha, how are you? Happy Friday. All right, I'm going to switch to my overhead so I'm not babbling too much, but I am so excited to show you this. And one of the things I love about Concord and 9th is how well they just do everything. And here, all their icons, their icons for summer camp are so cute. I love their colorways. I just think it's so fun. Hi, Linda Hilbert. Nice to see you. Hi, Michelle Warford. Nice to see you too. So when you get your box, now you can choose, and for those of you who have already signed up, you already made this choice whether you wanted ink cubes, ink pads, or no ink. If you've already bought the ink cubes and you already have, or the ink collections and you already have those on hand, then you don't need to go that route. You can just pay for summer camp itself. I am one of those people that as soon as ink lands, I buy it. So I don't have to buy the ink. So this is the box you would get if you did not get any ink. Obviously, if you got ink, you would have a bigger box and it would be full of ink. So Linda says she did last year's and it was the best. So I've been seeing so many comments like that where people are saying, I've done this every year and it's so much fun. So be sure to check out the link in my video description. It's linked up there if you want to see what's included in your whole crafty weekend. But I'm going to show you what's in the box from last year. Obviously, the box is going to change every year. There's going to be different exclusive products, but the overall theme of the weekend, what happens each day, is going to remain the same number of classes, the fun campfires, that sort of thing. So when you open your field guide, which I just love, you see all of the camp counselors. So these are the ones from last year. And I also have been watching last year's, and it's been such a hoot to watch all the camp counselors interact with each other. And I'm really looking forward to that this year, just being there with the other camp counselors. It's so clear. You get your itinerary right here. You don't have to search for anything. You have your schedule. So, Friday night, there's an opening ceremony where all the camp counselors are around the campfire, and there's fun and games. It's just so much fun. Jen says, I am a Concord and 9th addict. I would say that I am too. Nancy said she signed up this week. Saturday, you have 4 classes, but they're broken up with breaks, really nice breaks. So between class 1 and 2, they gave you a half an hour break. This one, an hour for lunch, half an hour, and then an hour here before campfire. So during your kind of like eating times, you have a nice hour-long break. And then Sunday, they had 2 classes and then a crafty hour. I believe that this year, Simon Hurley will be in the crafty hour. Last year, it was my friend Catherine Teschen from Scrapbook and Cards Today. And so you get nice breaks, and you also get those fun closing ceremonies and campfires where you get to learn more about your camp counselors. You get to play along with the games. So I love that. Krista said this is her first year and she's really looking forward to it. So am I, Krista. So this is another really cool thing. And one of the things I love the most about Concord and 9th is they make things really easy to use. And that's no different with their events. They give you this amazing cut guide where you can see for each color of cardstock that you have, and you would have to have the cardstock on hand or buy it. They show you what to cut, and I think that is just really fantastic. So you can get your homework done well in advance. And I've been watching these classes. These are cards that you can actually complete with the instructor, which I just love, and I think it adds to your feeling of accomplishment for the weekend. And anyone else who's taken this event, chime in the comments and let us know, that it is really easy to keep up. There's another feature that I think is really fun in the class that I'm going to talk about in just a moment, but I'm going to just show you the rest of this cutting guide. You can see what you can cut out of white, out of pebble, wheat, nutmeg, and then they show you what to do with your pattern paper. There was some really fun exclusive pattern paper in this one. Oh, they do. Okay, Trudy said they actually include the cardstock in the box. So Trudy is saying you get the cardstock. Last year they also got gold foil and acetate, so that's really fun too. That's another thing you don't have to purchase. I got to watch all of Saturday's classes so far. When I was having a sick day, I got to lay in bed and watch classes. So this class I got to watch with Christina Werner. It was beautiful, a gorgeous framed die, ink blending of the flowers, adding on the die cuts, really, really pretty. So if you've never done ink blending, you get a little taste of that here. There is, if you look on my Instagram feed, and I will bring that up real quick. So if you go to my website, you can find all the links to my social media. But you can also click the link in the video description to go to the summer camp event. You can see the image of the classes for this year, and a few of them will use ink blending. So if you're new to ink blending, this is a really manageable way to learn. We're not asking you to do a crazy amount of ink blending. This is just really fun. Yeah, Jenny is just saying what I'm going to tell you guys about. So Jen says she had a die cutting party last year and went through the guide and cut it all out together. That's really fun when you can do it with your friends. Laura said she signed up also. Awesome, Laura. So that's what I was going to tell you guys. So in class, you will watch Christina create this card in a pre-recorded video. And then once the pre-recorded video is done, they are going to cut to her and Greg sitting together. And then Christina is going to chat with Greg and create the card again. So you're not only going to see her create that card once, but twice. And both times she's going to be giving you different tips and tricks for how she made her card, which I just love. So if you think you're a slow crafter, a slow card maker, this is the kind of event that is great for you because you actually get those like the video instructions twice, which I just think is great. And also the first video, that is also real time. It's not sped up. It's not, it's not ultra fast to where you're trying to keep up. It's real time video. Yeah. That's so fun. Oh, Jen says Concord and 9th had the die cutting party. Oh, I hope they do that again this year. That would be so fun. Yeah, I really hope that. Okay, so then this wonderful frame card, got a little bit more into the ink blending and then the flowers on top. This was such a gorgeous card. I just really, really love it. And then Squeeze the Day with Sika, lemons. How fun is that? And they were really graphic and beautiful. This is such a fun one. This was like playing with pattern paper, which I thought such a fun die. And the other thing, you guys, these are exclusive products. The ones that I'm going to show you next, exclusive to your kit. They're not going to go on sale afterward. How cute is this? This class with Laura Basson was all about like die piecing. So if that's something that intimidates you, I always say, if something is scary to you, practice it. And the more you practice it, the harder it is for you now. The more you practice, you're going to get so comfortable with it. This is such a cute card. And I'd love to hear what you guys, if you took last year's event, what was your favorite card that you created? This was a really fun interactive one that you could actually turn the background and make it go from a daytime to a nighttime scene. I just love it. There's also, each instructor has also created bonus cards that they show you at the end of their class. And I think that that's really fun too. So they want you to keep creating with these sets after the event is over. This one is really pretty. And then I loved the terrarium with D. Such a fun little card, and that little mushroom was the cutest thing ever. And then you got stitching with Jennifer, which this is the day that I have to finish. But how fun is that? So stitching was included last year. And then you had fun things like a scavenger hunt, and they gave you a recipe for marshmallow crispies. You also got discounts, like special exclusive discounts just for campers. So fun. Yeah, Laura's cards were so cool. Look at how cute this was. Little clouds, little stars, and all the enamel dots to match the colors that they were using. So fun. Now, these are the packages that were included in the box. And there's your terrarium dies, the summer sprigs dies that Jeff used. This is the hugs and stitches dies that Jennifer used. Squeeze the Day from Sika's class, and Laura's Happy Trails die. And you can see that interactive one there. Love it. Trudy says, my favorite was a toss-up between Laura's class and Jennifer's class. Both were so much fun. Yeah, I can't wait to watch Jennifer's. Can't wait to watch it. Okay, what do we have here? So these are like, all the stamp sets are together. So cute, these little sentiments. You have little clouds, and these are so usable after the event too. You could build little scenes with these with other things in your stash too. Love the lemons. I also love their sentiments. Concord and 9 does great sentiments, so that's a really good one to have. Really fun and graphic flowers there, and really great sentiments as well. And then this is the turnabout set. And if you guys saw on my social, I am the one doing turnabout this year. So this is the specialty. I think this is the acetate here. And then you got little envelopes, which I think is fun. So this is for, I believe it was Sika's, where she did like smaller size to create like a gift set almost. So you got little envelopes as well. So they really do think of everything. I think this was, this is the lattice corner. I don't know if that's supposed to be in there. Maybe it is. But I do love this set. This is so pretty. Lattice corner cuts, dies. Let me see. Oh, here is everything you need for your stitching, including a needle. So they even thought of that. You didn't have to go out to your local Michael's or Joann's and get a needle. There was some twine, some clear enamel dots, which I love those. They look like water. Jen says her favorite was the terrarium and the camper, but they were all amazing. Oh, that was the gift set from SCT. Thank you, Trudy. Oh, that's so fun. What a great gift set. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you get extras in this box that you're not even expecting. What a great gift set. I love that. Sequins. So these are like the fun things. I love these little swag badges. I'm a happy camper. And this was for Laura's card. So you got some brads to do that turning mechanism. The little camper pin. How cute is this? I love it. I love this ribbon too. So pretty and classic in that black and white. That's great. Right, yeah, Linda says not doing that this year. Yeah, but you know, there's always surprises. Oh, and then you got blending brushes too. You got a set of mini blending brushes. And let me show you these before. It's really hard for me to get these out. Okay, this is all of your paper. So all the cardstock and all the pattern paper are together. That's why I didn't see the cardstock. How great is this? I love these patterns too. Oh, look at that plaid. Wouldn't that be perfect for a spring card now? And you know, I love Concord and Night colors. Oh, there's the gold. And there's all your cardstock and your white too. You got all that white too. Did you all get a camper pin? I did not. I think the camper pin might have been an extra too. I don't know. I think that one was an extra and maybe that one was included, Jen. So maybe somebody else can weigh in, but really cute. Mari Hansen says, I loved Sika's class. The colors were so pretty. Yes, I totally agree. Oh, Kathy said that was the free gift if you signed up for Crop and Create. Oh, fun. Yeah. I think the camper pin might have been something special. I think it might have been. Okay, so that's all the fun that was included in this amazing box. Now, remember, everything is exclusive, right? So none of this is going to go on sale. So this is the only opportunity you have to get these products, which I love. Oh, and the other thing, every cabin has its own die set. And I've been working with the Concord and Night team to create my own watermelon cabin die set. And then you have the opportunity to not only get your cabin's die set, but order the entire lot of die sets of these exclusives. So this was juniper, and that was Dee's, and it was a cactus, which I thought was so cute. This was Laura's, the frog at the Clementine cabin. Have a hoppy day. I love that. This was dragon fruit cabin at Christina's and little birthday packages that spell out celebrate. I thought that was really clever. They're so good at designing things at Concord and Night. Oh, I got an extra one. Extra one there. Lemongrass, this pretty floral with a bow and the thanks, which is really great. Pink lemonade, that was Sika's, the ice cream. How cute is that? So you got 2 little ice cream cups, scoops, and toppings. And this one, which is Jennifer's, I believe, Tide Pool, you got this stitching die. So that's very appropriate since she did a stitching class. So really fun. These are just like exclusive to your cabin, or last year they gave you the option to buy those as a bundle. But I love those. I love those. Okay, so let me go back to the main screen. I wanted to show you that because I wanted you to see like what was included in that box. So many fun things. They really do think of everything, even down to giving you a needle for that stitching set, because you know they want to make it easy for you to create with on the weekend. And so I wanted you to see that so you knew the value that you would be getting. today is the last day to sign up for early bird registration. It's $299. I think that's a really good deal for the amount you get over the course of the whole weekend, plus the extras, the fun, the discount codes. That's worth it too if you have things, you know, that you are on your wish list from Concord and Ninth. Hey, Catherine. And Catherine was there last summer while I was away. I was super bummed I didn't get to go, but she was there last summer and she got to see it live. And she said it was so fun to watch. So that's summer camp, you guys. I am watermelon cabin counselor this year, and I really hope you join. And it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait for June to be here. Ingrid says it is such a great value. That is really great to hear, Ingrid. Awesome. Okay, so let us make something, right? I said I wanted to make something that would perk us up today because you know what? I am tired. I'm tired. I have 2 kids on my own, one of which is a toddler who is not sleeping through the night still. And so I need a dose of extra coffee to get me going today. Oh, that card panel is not 5.5. Let me cut a card panel. Oh, I have one here. Look, right off camera. Here they are. Okay. Usually I have some cut and like ready to go, and I just put them off camera today. So you didn't see my mess. It was on the floor. Oh, Trudy said she was dragon fruit. Jen said it was a wonderful experience. So listen to people, you guys, when they say it was great, it is great. It is such a testament to an event, and I've learned this through SCT. When you get people signing up each and every year, it's a testament to an event that it is run well and you know they do a good job. And from what I saw last year, the Concord and Night team is super organized and they're really good at this. So highly recommend. All right, let's take a look at what I pulled out today. Some Cup of Kindness dies because, you know, coffee, the Cup of Kindness stamp set, and these are linked in the video description. Then, since I'm going to be using turnabouts, I thought, well, let me pull one out and maybe I can try that today. If you haven't used a turnabout, they were created by Concord and Ninth, and they're a really easy and fun way to make a full background panel, so like a patterned one. So I wanted you to see that. Let me put my trimmer away so I have a bit more room. I also pulled out the Everyday Expressions dies just in case I needed those, and the new colors, the 2024 color collection colors. I also pulled this out because I love a card front die. I love it, but I think I'm going to do the turnabouts because I need to do turnabouts, guys. I'm repping turnabouts in summer camp, so I better do that. Maisie says turnabouts are a blast. Catherine, yes, watch on replay because I show the whole box from last year's summer camp. But I'm so excited that you're going to be here, and thank you for saying that you love watching my lives. I'm trying to do more lives, you guys, just so I can be more comfortable with it when I teach. Plus, I have my setup finally done. I think I'm ready to share a behind the scenes picture. So be sure to follow me on Instagram so that you can see that in my stories. Okay, I shouldn't be taking that away. What should we make? I'm thinking I want to make a cute little cup that has a pattern. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to die cut a little bit here. And this is going to be simple. We're not going to be, like I said, we need to take it easy today. Take it easy. I'm wearing my compression sleeve because my ankle hurts. It's definitely a take it easy kind of day. So I'm going to be cutting this pattern paper, and this stripe makes my eyes cross when I look at it at a certain angle, but it's really pretty. And since I'm watermelon camp counselor, then I'm going to pull out watermelon. Let's go for it. I cut that to an A2 card panel because I like to cut all my papers up to A2 so that I can use one for a full background. I can use one for die cutting, that sort of thing. You need a nap. I do, Jenny. I need a nap. But I'm not a napper. I'm really not. I'm so not a napper. And so, you know, usually I just push through, but tonight it's going to be going to bed at the same time as the kids. That's what I will do instead. And I need my husband to come home because I'm tired. Okay. I also have one kid upstairs, you know, who's feverish. So it's just been one of those weeks. All right, I'm going to cut the back of that cup out first. So I'm using a magic mat from scrapbook.com. I really find that, you know, every time I die cut, I think that magic mat really does a great job, and I have barely any issues with warping anymore, which I think is awesome. Look how cute that is. Now my sleeve, I want it to be like an au naturel sleeve. And I keep on forgetting to turn on live chat replay. I'm gonna see if I can do it before the video's off, maybe when it's at the end, but I apologize for that. That's something I need to put on my, my checklist. Now look at this, this is really fun. So this creates the sleeve little cuts, and then this one die cuts it out. So if you use the two in conjunction, then it will give you a little sleeve that has that texture to it. So hoping I am in the watermelon group. You know what? I don't know if they take requests, Michelle, but you can always request. But yes, I hope you are too. I hope all my friends are in watermelon. I know, I'm team watermelon. And plus it's such a pretty color too, right? I mean, I love all of the 2024 collection colors, but so pretty is watermelon. Just love it. And the first thing I thought of when I found out I was camp watermelon, and if you guys are the same kind of age as me, maybe you thought about this too, but the first thing I thought of was Baby in Dirty Dancing, and when she said I carried a watermelon, because I was so that girl who was completely awkward, and I would have said exactly something like that. Look how cute that is. And I love wheat against any bright color. I think wheat is just a beautiful craft color. It's just the right, has just the right warmth level. So again, you can find all these products linked in the video description. I want my top to be white. I don't want it to be black. And you know what? I'm gonna grab a remnant here. Look, white remnant. I have so many like remnants of white that I just keep around until they're absolutely the tiniest size possible. Yes, today is the last day for early bird pricing. So get on that. It ends at 11:59 p.m. tonight, I believe, Mountain Standard Time, which is an hour behind Central Time. So, oh, look, I bent it. Okay, there we go. There's my lid. And then I think you can, now look, let me see. Oh yeah, you can go another step. I just lost something, lost the die. That happens. When we're live, things just happen. Things just happen. So if you guys are going to summer camp, I don't know if you also heard that Scrapbook and Cards Today has also released all of their information for their card making event in the fall. I almost said in the spring. It is the spring. In the fall. So we are really excited about that. You can find all of the class details there, and I'm in it as well. So I'm super excited. It's such a huge and fun event. And you get to create with different companies from all across our partners, which I think is really fun. Okay, so this one goes there to make it look a little bit more 3D, and you can pop that up. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut that 2 times, and that'll make it pop up a little bit more. So if you've never joined in on Crop and Create Delivered card making, be sure to go to the SCT Magazine Instagram feed and check that out, because our instructors have been revealed and the class descriptions are all up. So I can't wait for that. There's so much to look forward to. You know, one amazing thing that happened with this pandemic are all of these amazing events that bring us together. And I'm just so thankful that, you know, something good came out of this. The other thing is going live, you know, actually going live. I mean, would we have done that if 2020 didn't happen? Would I be doing this? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, Trudy says it will be her 3rd Crop and Create. That's awesome, Trudy. Okay, so I cut all that white. I'm going to keep that little piece because you never know. We might need that. We might need it. Okay, so there's my little coffee cup. And then there is, let's see, let me just think about what should I cut for this sentiment, because there are these little, ovals and things like that you can put on your cup, or we can put it below. So maybe I'll think about that. Let's have a think. Let me put that back on here. The other thing I want to cut out, because I want this cup to be a little bit girly. Now, my daughter has, I have to meet with her teachers next week, and I usually like to bring them something when I meet with them. And so I think that I'm going to make several of these in different colors, and because she has a male math teacher as well. And so I'm going to kind of make them for her teachers. I'm trying to get these off without hurting myself. Yes, I know, Maisie. It has been a while, and it is surprising that it's gone that quickly. But, I'm really happy with where we are in the crafting community and how we are, how we've learned from that experience and sharing so much more online. And, I don't know if we all would have been connecting as much as we are now if that didn't happen. So if there was one good thing that came out of that entire awful experience, and some people are still dealing with it, it is that. Okay, let's do some flowers. I'm going to pull in, I think, some different colors too. Look at how pretty those two play together. This is not sorbet, it is grapefruit, and grapefruit with watermelon is just so pretty. I'm going to do that, and I think I'm going to pull out some wild berry too, and I am going to go with grasshopper for my leaves, and maybe let's do some rainforest as well. That'll be super pretty. Okay, so I'm going to cut these into A2. So glad that we all have virtual events, says Catherine. Yes, it is one good thing. I agree. It is so one good thing. So again, cutting my panels into A2. And then I like to store all my A2 panels like together in with my 8.5 by 11. And then as soon as I cut into them, then they go into a little sleeve. So as soon as something has a cut on it, it goes into a little sleeve, and that's the sleeve that I look at first and foremost when I am making, when I'm die cutting. So before I cut into a new piece of paper, I go into that sleeve and make sure that I don't even have a little tiny piece, right? And then if I don't, then I'll cut into a larger piece of paper. So that's kind of my method. So I'd love to hear everyone else's for paper. I almost put my hand down on my mouse pad, and that would have been bad if I would have stopped my live. Let's not do that, right? I think Kathy did that one time, like actually stopped her live, which is so scary. Okay, and then I think I need watermelon. That's the only other color I need. That's the only one. Okay, let's see. And we're gonna cut out some of these little flowers. All right, so you know what I like to do too? I just like to, when I'm cutting something like flowers, you can always keep them around. So I will just cut all of the flowers out of each one of the colors, and I'll cut all the leaves out of each one of the colors and go from there. This is my mint tape from scrapbook.com. This is what you'll see me putting on top of my dies to hold them down. I really like this tape because I find it doesn't tear, and it has a cute little dispenser too, which is fun. It's fun to sit on my desk. Oh, Maisie said that she's getting back into it because her husband took over her craft room as his home office. I totally get that. We have a shared space here, and where I'm sitting, it faces my husband's desk, or our sit-down desk, directly across. And usually on Friday when he's not traveling, he is in here with me. And sometimes he's in here while I'm doing my lives and like looking at me laughing and, you know, just being generally annoying when I'm in here crafting. But actually it is nice that we can sit in here and work together at the same time too. Jen says she stores her paper in divided bins, one for A2 size and one for scraps. That's a great idea, Jen. That's a great idea. The other thing I love about the magic mat is that die cuts seem to just pop right out. And that's really great. See, only one of them I had to get out, but I don't usually have to get a little pokey tool to get them out. I think these flowers are the cutest darn thing ever. They are just so cute. Okay, we're gonna do the same with wildberry. I kind of have a wildberry sweater on today. It's a little tiny bit more purple, but I was trying to channel my Concord and 9th colors. I just find that these colors they're not spring, they're not summer, they're not fall, they're just like everyday kind of colors. You can use them for any occasion, and I love that. Oh, I got flowers popping out here. There's some more. Oh, Linda says she loves all the SCT events. Yeah, so do I. I'm a little bit partial though. I'm a little bit partial. Oh, this one I tore it. I don't know why that happened, but that one I tore. Okay, that was my last flower, and I'm just gonna try to drop my die. This is the lazy girl's way to get a flower out of a die. So when you hear that sound, that means it worked. I like doing that. Okay, and then the last one, tiny one. Oh, go. You gotta hit it just right, I guess. Okay, now it's time to get the pokey tool. If it doesn't come out after 3 times, pokey tool it is. Yeah, I do love their colors, Laura. I just think they're really modern and fun. Super modern and fun. Okay, there's that. So this week was kind of filled with ups and downs too, because we heard about Close to My Heart, which is really sad for the industry, because obviously a lot of us started scrapbooking, card making, and paper crafting with Close to My Heart. And so it's kind of a sad, it was a sad and somber week to learn about that. But how many of you guys used Close to My Heart at some point? Because I used to use their collections when I scrapbooked. We work with them at Scrapbooking Cards Today too, so it's just sad. And I'm doing the leaves now. Ooh, let me show you. Leaves going in. I'm going to do each of these 3 with both of my greens. I'm just sticking with grasshopper and rainforest here. And then we're going to do a background and then put this card together. It's going to be fun. Oh, look at that. All the leaves came right out. Love it. Love when that happens. And then I just use my little spatula here to get them all together. And then what I'll do is when I have leftover leaves and flowers, I will put them in a little sleeve, like a little plastic sleeve, and put them in with the dies so that the next time I go to use those dies, oh no, that one's stuck too. The next time I go to use those dies, then I will have those colors. So if I choose to use any of those colors, those flowers are already right there for me, which I love. Yes, Mari says they provided awesome stamps for the SCT event. I think you're talking about Concord and 9th, but yeah, they do. And they always have just really fun exclusives too in the SCT events from so many partners. You get to work with such a varied range of styles and designs, which I think is so fun. And if you're mixed media challenged like me, there's mixed media in the fall event too, so you can kind of break into a bit more mixed media as well. Okay, I think that will be all. You know what I might do real quick is No, I think we'll be okay without it. I think we'll be okay. All right. I was going to do something for a sentiment, but I don't think I will. Okay, so I'm going to grab a white panel, which I have put right here. Now let's do a little bit of a background. Try not to lose my dies. I want to show you how easy this is. Okay, so I need my turnabout jig, which I have put here somewhere. Let me find it real quick, because without that we have some problems. Here it is, right on my desk, you guys. So the turnabout jig, this is so great, and this is what I was talking about with Concord and they try to make everything easy for you. Their graphics are fantastic. I don't know if you've ever watched their monthly release videos too. They just give you such great ideas. They show you simple ways to use their products. You don't have to make everything overly complicated. Look at how fabulous this is. And I still use this, you guys. This is not something that I had just looked at once and I remember. I still look at this. They show you a step-by-step process of using this turnabout jig, and this is really fun too because has a slightly tacky surface that holds your paper in place, and then you turn it to add more layers of the pattern. Okay, so let's show you guys how this goes, and I'm gonna set this right here, right there, just like that. I'm gonna put all my die cuts over here. And so this is the alignment pad, okay? So this is your alignment guide. It has a little X that says center rotation point. So that's really important. You're gonna take your stamp, and their stamp sets don't just include the turnabout, they usually include more things as well. So like you have sentiments and stuff like that, but you can tell that the turnabout stamp is like big and kind of strangely shaped, right? So make sure you don't pull it so hard that you tear it, because that is a bit of a worry, right? Okay. And then it says to leave, put the turnabout image from the stamp set backer and position face down onto the alignment aid. Face down meaning the face is what you're going to be stamping with, okay? And you'll see that when you place it down, and I'm going to move my head over the top just to make sure it's right. When you place it face down, it lines up perfectly with those black images on that alignment guide. Can you see that there? And I'm going to zoom in so you can really see. There you go. And then you're going to do the same. And the great thing is I usually like to place mine down in the center first, and then you can kind of move the sides exactly in place. Now, if they're not 100% in the exact spot, it's going to be okay. It's still going to look cool. You might have things that line up a little bit wonky, but it's going to be all right. It's handmade, not Hallmark, right? And these are movable. So like right here, that wasn't lined up, so I just picked it back up and gave it a little bit of a move there. So look at that. So you can see that the stamp is lined up perfectly. Then you're going to leave the plastic cover on your jig. Oh, magnets, okay. Leave the plastic cover on your jig, put it in that bottom corner. Let me back up again. There we go. Maisie says she cheats and uses her stamp wheel. That you can do that too. So what we're gonna do now is we are gonna line up the X on the jig, which is white, with the X on our alignment guide. And I like that one is white and one is black because you can really see it. You want to make sure it's lined up out here too, because you can think it's lined up in the center, but it's not at the outside. So just get that exactly in place, and it takes a few seconds, right? Don't rush it, because the less you rush it, the better it's going to turn out. Then you're going to close your door to pick up that stamp. That flat side is going to be against your door. Then you can peel off that alignment guide. Then you can peel off the protective sheet on your jig, but don't lose it, right? I like to keep my alignment guide and my jig protective sheet together, so I put them all away at the same time. Grab your white piece of cardstock here, and then line it up. So your number 1 is going to be in the top there. And this doesn't help that I have, let me take off that because that makes it harder to see. There we go. In the corner, I'm going to put my white piece of cardstock on that A2 size guide, which is here. I love that they've done it horizontal and vertical for you too. So there we go. Your magnet will keep it in place. And then you can start stamping, right? So it only takes a few seconds to get it exactly where it needs to go. I think I am going to use something light for this background. So we're going to try creamsicle. Now my stamp pads are brand new, so I might say that it's light, but it might be a little not light because they're juicy, right? And I'm going to prime my stamp super quickly and just get this background going, and then we'll pop the coffee cup on, and job will be a good one. Okay, here we go. This is step number 1. Let me grab my Stampendable here. This just helps me apply a nice even pressure on there. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. And it's just happy. It's super happy. Now this is a new stamp, so I'm gonna do it one more time. Now Concord and 9th inks will really smooth out the longer you let it sit. So what you think at first might not be a great stamp, then you'll look at it in 2 more minutes and it'll look fantastic. Next, I'm going to turn the stamp jig so that number 2 is on top right, I should say, top right. And I'm going to ink up again. And it's so simple. Now you can change your ink color here and get a completely different look. That's really fun too. But if you don't want to do that, let me move that guy. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You can keep with the same color and just let it be. Look at that, so cute. You can also choose how many rotations you want to do as well. So if you decide that you just want to do 1 rotation and have a small amount of flowers on the background, you can totally do that too. Look at how cute that is. I kind of like 2. And then well, let me just show you. If you do 2, then you leave a little bit of room for a stamped sentiment here and the coffee cup here. That's a good idea, right? I kind of like that. So let's do 2. I think that's kind of fun. And you know what? The stamp set will show you as well. I'm looking for the back of my stamp. The stamp set shows you usually what it looks like with 1, 2, 3, and 4 revolutions of that stamp jig so that you can see. But I always think it's fun to try it out on your own just to see. But I really think that is kind of cute, especially because it gives you some room for a sentiment. Let's do that. Let's just do that. And then to get your paper off, instead of pulling it off, you just want to bend your jig and your paper should kind of roll off instead. Okay, before you do anything, you want to kind of wipe off your jig. Now I didn't wet my tidy towel today. I forgot that step, but I'm just going to get the ink off right now just so I don't smear anything. Off camera, I will clean that jig and make sure it is nice and clean. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do, I think before we put away our Misty, is I am going to stamp a sentiment. So let's do one from, I like this one. I like thanks with an extra shot of hugs. That's what I'm going with. And I think that would be a great one for a teacher. It's just sweet, right? If you guys haven't already done so, give me a thumbs up on this video so that hopefully other people will find my channel. I am, trying to grow my own channel. That's why I'm doing more lives, doing more videos. I have something really exciting coming with Kathy Zilski, who is wonderful, my friend, and also designer at SCT. And yeah, so you won't want to miss that. Be sure to subscribe. I think I am going to use wheat for my sentiment. I'm going to keep it neutral and go with wheat. And I'm just going to try to get this coffee cup on before I go, because I'm going to let you go right at 1:30 Central Time, because I have a call to jump on to. Look how cute this is. Thanks, with an extra shot of hugs, and it has small, medium, large. I love it. Okay, so let's get this together. I also have a crick in my neck, so when I turn around, it's really hard for me to do that. It really hurts my neck. Oh my gosh. What white paper did you use on the jig? So this white paper that I'm using is actually from Scrapbook and Cards Today. I think that's what you're asking, Jenny. This Scrapbook and Cards Today has amazing white cardstock. It is super, super smooth. It stamps beautifully. It blends beautifully. It is an excellent paper. So that is what I'm using. I'm also going to grab another color that I can put on the background. And you know what I'm going to do? Look, we're going to waste not, want not. I'm going to trim down this card panel just a little bit here. Maybe by 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, I think so. 1/4 of an inch on this side, 1/4 of an inch on the top. And I'm going to back it onto this piece of wheat that I have already die cut. Yeah, that'll look great. I love just having that little frame of a different color around. I know Gina loves to use black. I love colors around my frames because I so often use white cardstock that I think that it looks great to have that just a little shot of color. And I'll clean up those edges too. I think it's time for me to get a new trimmer, sadly enough. I've had my trimmer for, I think, eons since I started scrapbooking, and it's really given me a hard time lately with the amount of blades that I'm buying. So yeah, Jenny, if you try their cardstock, I promise you will not be disappointed. It is so good. And it's also the same cardstock that you receive when you do an SCT event too. So this is going to be the general placement of the card. I really like that it's not covered on the entire background by flowers. I think it makes it look a bit more whimsical and fun. I kind of like that. I'm going to put this on just on the bottom. And I'm going to pop this coffee cup up too to get it standing up so that there's a little bit of that shadow so that it lifts it off of the flowers and just elevates it a little more. So the last thing I'm going to do is put these on the top, and I'm going to just show you how I'm going to arrange my flowers. Like I said, you guys, Friday we're going to create a quick and easy card. This was definitely one. And if you haven't used a turnabout stamp from Concord and 9th, I hope you will see how cool it is, how many possibilities you can find with it. And that product is linked in the video notes below. But I am going to be teaching turnabouts in summer camp. So I'm really excited about that. You can see a sneak of our class products on the website if you click that link in the description, and you can see kind of what I'm going to be creating with. So I'm really excited. Like I said, I'm going to be doing all sorts of turnabouts until then, just so I am like an actual turnabout expert. Okay, there's that. And then I'm going to pop that guy up. And then to offset the flowers on this side, because I have so many more flowers on that side, we're going to put our floral arrangement on this side. So balance is something that's really important no matter what you're creating, whether it's a card, whether it's a scrapbook layout, anything that you create needs balance, and this is definitely one of those things. Look like how cute. So I'm going to just create a little floral arrangement over here, different colors of leaves, different colors of flowers. I love this little sprig coming out too, because it's just going to bring some of that visual weight to this side. And then I'm going to finish up with some of the enamel dots. And that's my quick and simple card for this Friday. Nothing complicated, just something fun. And I hope you found out how awesome the turnabouts are. So we did a lot in this video. I showed you guys the summer camp kit from last year. If you were on the fence about signing up, today is the last day to get early bird pricing at $2.99 for your kit. That doesn't include the inks as well, but be sure to sign up. I think you guys will love it. There's so many exclusives. I'm going to be teaching turnabouts, watermelon cabin, go watermelon, and I'm really excited. I hope you guys all, thank you, Maisie. Yep, have a wonderful weekend. Have a creative weekend. Have a restful weekend. That's what I'm gonna do. I got some new Olo markers, and I'm gonna stamp things in color this weekend. I'm not gonna make anything. I'm just gonna color things. Thanks, Mari. Thanks, you guys. And if you're watching on replay, be sure to leave a comment, hit the thumbs up, and be sure to follow my channel for more. Have an awesome weekend, guys. Bye-bye.